I find that very telling. And again, they got their clips. That's what this is really about. This isn't about foreign interference and protecting our democracy, because if it was, you know, they'd ask a serious question instead of playing partisan games.
We are going to bring it home, Madam Speaker. Thank you very much.
In this country. And the crisis is not just that 1.5 million people are eating at food banks, or 1 in 5 are skipping meals because of the price of food. The crisis is not just that a majority of Canadians now tell pollsters they're struggling to make ends meet, or that even 9 in 10 young people believe they will never afford a home. The crisis isn't even that it takes 63% of average monthly income to make payments on the average monthly home a record-smashing height. The crisis isn't even that it now takes 98% of pre-tax income in Vancouver for the average family to pay mortgage on the average house. Those things are all insane and unprecedented, but they are the reality after 8 years. The real crisis is that there is a massive mortgage bubble that is ready to detonate in the years 2026 and 2027. Here is how this bubble occurred. Today, 38% of all mortgage debt was originated between January of 2021 and June of 2022. All when rates were at rock bottom, because the government printed $400 billion of cash and pumped it into the financial system, causing it to be artificially abundant and artificially cheap. People took on mortgages they would otherwise not be able to afford. This inflated housing prices and mortgages together. But those mortgages come up for renewal 5 years later. That will be between January 1st, 2026 and June of 2027. And if interest rates are as high then as they are now, these people will run into a brick wall. The Bank of Canada says that they will face a 40% increase in mortgage payments. So if their payment right now is $3,000, they will be paying an extra $1,300 a month, which equals almost $15,000 a year. Madam Speaker, the average Canadian does not have more than $200 left at the end of each month. They will not be able to pay it. That will lead to mass selling, and there will be no buyers because the buyers will not be able to pay the higher rates on those prices. That is a real crisis that we face if we do not change course immediately. So what must be done? We need to reduce inflation so that the Bank of Canada can reduce interest rates. How do we do that? Well, by doing the opposite of what we're doing now. Even top Liberals, like former Finance Minister John Manley, has said that deficits are like putting the foot on the gas of inflation. What we need to do is take the foot off the gas, to balance the budget, to reverse the $60 billion in inflationary spending that the government has put forward, and to honor the promise the government made just 6 months ago to have a medium-term plan to balance the budget within a half-decade. If this government will do the common-sense thing, rise to its feet, present a plan to balance the budget, then we will allow a vote to occur.